and I can say I was one of the best dancers in Namibia. If I even stand, I'm just hearing whispers behind my back. Oh, it was that guy who raped and murdered that girl. He was the lucky one who was taken out of the case. But I was not the lucky one. I was the innocent one. Even God see it. Even the judge see it. Everybody saw it. That's why I was released. It's not because I'm lucky. It's because I was innocent that I was released.
Good afternoon, viewers. Today we are here with Dimitri.
Franciscus Narimab.
Yeah.
Dimitri Franciscus Narimab.
So Dimitri, how are you?
I cannot say fine, but it's just a word that I can say. It's okay.
It's okay, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about yourself, Dimitri. Maybe your upbringing and.
No, myself, I was a dancer. I called a crava dancer, and even a singer. My stage name was Dimitri, and I was even a painter. And I was schooling I was primary school, but I dropped out of school, and that's how I started fulfilling my dreams and so on.
So you used to dance I remember you used to dance for equipped dance.
First, I was dancing for Earthquakes.
Oh, yeah.
It was a crew that we created. And after Earthquakes broke, I joined Equip Academy. And then I danced for Equip Academy until they gave me a diploma. And then I started quitting them and making my own dance crew. And it was successful. I was even invited by Sprite to go and dance for them in South Africa.
So you were in South Africa at some point?
No, when I was supposed to go to South Africa is when accident happened. One of my friends did something, and then he mentioned my name, and that's how I was caught and went to jail. And that's how everything that I painted just broke down.
So yeah, I remember you being a very, very good dancer. I think you started with break dancing.
Yes, I did break dance. I did b-boy. I did street jazz. I did samba. I did a lot of dance because I call myself a dancer. That's why I decided I have to learn all type of dances so that I can be a professional dancer. And I can say I was one of the best dancers in Namibia. But all of that break down when I went to jail.
It was in 2013 that you went to jail.
I was with a wrong person at a wrong time at a wrong place.
Yeah.
That's how I ended up in the jail.
Yeah.
We were chilling, we were drinking, and we were with like three women. And then after that, I went home. Not like when went home. One of my friends raped, murdered, and robbed a woman. And then after 3 days, he mentioned my name and say I was with him when he did that. That's how I was also caught. And then that's how I went to jail.
The guy that had committed the crime is your friend?
Yes, he was my friend.
Was he a dancer also because you were?
No, he was quite a dancer, but he was not a professional dancer like I.
Okay. So that's why you guys, maybe because of dancing, you guys get to know each other.
Yeah, and then we were also living almost like in the same location. I was living in Vamu location. He was living in Sanubala.
Oh, okay.
So we were mostly close and so on. The girl was one of my students. I even learned her how to dance and so on. So she was my student. I liked her and she also liked me. So that's why I invited her that night. And I even picked her up, even told her parents and so on. And that's how we were together.
Yeah.
I don't know why she followed him. And then she followed him and I was at home and that happened. And even after 3 days, it was 3 days. After 3 days, then the next morning I even asked him where the girl is. He told me, nah, the girl is on a taxi and so on. And then the days passed and Monday morning, police officers came even detectives came and arrested me. I asked them why, they didn't want to tell me, and that's how I was arrested. And they left me at Fanada police station for 3 days. After three days, then they told me that no, Melody is a girl's name. She is dead. And they told me that my friend said that I was with him when he did that, when he raped a girl and killed her and robbed her clothes and phone and so on. And I told him no, he's lying, but they didn't believe me.
Okay. When the police arrested you, the other suspect, was he also arrested with you, or he was arrested before you?
No, I don't know when he was arrested, but he was not arrested with me. He was arrested alone.
The same day.
Yeah, the same day. No, maybe the same day, because he even told his mother. That's how his mother called the police officers to come and arrest him, and that's how he was arrested.
So, after you were arrested, and he was also arrested. Let's say maybe he was arrested before you.
He was arrested first.
Yeah,
that's why I was arrested the next, because he mentioned my name. If he didn't mention my name, I wouldn't be arrested. So that means he was arrested first.
Oh, so they took him to Vanaenda police station, or which police station?
Yes.
And it's where they also took you.
Yes. But he took him to Karatura station, and I also went to Karatura station. And then they say we are not supposed to be together. That's why they took me to Faneda station and leave him at Karatura station.
Oh, that's what they do.
Yeah.
How they did it.
Yes.
Okay, so jail. You went in jail in 2013. And then,
2013.
So then after Vanaida, what happened?
After Vanaida, they say was after three days, then they arrest you. So after 3 days, they take me for another station and bring me to Karatura station and told me that I have to make a statement and tell them the story. I told them what am I supposed to tell you? So if you want a story, I will tell you the story in the court, because you already arrest me. And then they say it's okay. That's how I managed to get a lawyer and so on, and the case went on.
Okay. Now, why didn't you give a statement at the police station?
To give a statement in the police station, for me, was like not a nice decision, because if you give a statement to the police at the station, later on the story will go and get confused and so on. So it's better to give the statement in the court. So to give a story in the court is, for me, is better. Then you say that, and then you give the story to the court where the judge is, and then after that it's okay. So what's the use of giving the story at the statement, and then at the end of the day you're going to give the same story again in the court?
Okay. Before you guys got arrested, it was a long weekend, somewhere in March. So the first appearance, what statement did you give in court now?
They asked us if we are guilty or not guilty. Yeah. So I said I'm not guilty, and then the other guy also say he's not guilty. So the case was postponed. From there on, it was just how can I say, the next court date we came, and then they say there are things, next court date. It just came like that until it was appeal and trial again. And then they asked me again if I'm innocent or not innocent. I told them, no, I'm innocent. I'm not guilty. That's how they went to trial again. And when they went to trial, it was like a whole bunch of witnesses from the state. And I only have one witness. That was my brother, who saw me that I sleep at home and I wake up there. So I just took my brother as a witness.
So the state got the witnesses from where?
They are making their own investigations.
Yeah.
So from the investigations that they are making, the witness was like the doctor. We took the blood statements, the police officers that caught us, and the woman's mother and her mother's sister, and even their friend. The statement, the state is collecting their witnesses. So I don't know how they collect it, but I told them about my friend Baron Garisep, and I also even told them about my friend that two of my friends. So they also take those two friend of mine and make them as their witnesses.
But they were supposed to be your witnesses. Or?
No, I didn't call them as my witnesses because they were not like, how can I say, like valuable to me as a strong witness. So I needed a strong witness. That's why I took my brother as my witness.
Okay, but your brother is somebody who can even, your brother can protect you. Is that a strong witness?
Yes, they even say that in the court, that my brother can even protect me and so on.
Yeah,
but I knew inside me, I know that I was innocent. So I just took my brother as my witness so that they can even know about how I stayed there.
Your alibi.
Yeah, my alibi.
Okay. So, but the guy was arrested. The guy that committed the crime was arrested.
Yes, Ruben Fresh is
and
his
he
name.
said you were also part of, you were there when he was committing the crime.
Yes.
But why would he do that?
I seriously don't know. I even asked him when we were together, why did you call me? Why do you know you did the thing to me alone? And then he said, I'm sorry that I called you, but there's nothing I can do now. And then I told him, just when we go to the next court date, just tell the court that that I was not there. But he didn't have the courage to say so until I was proven until I was proven innocent.
By the court of law.
By the court, because the reason why was the lady who had the case already knew I was innocent. There was nothing which was proven to me as I was in the case. There was nothing, but she held it in her until she went on trial to stand on the trial, and then that's when she said that there was no evidence against me. And that's how the judge saw and acquitted me. Because there was nothing, there was no DNA, there was no sperm on, there was nothing.
No fingerprints.
No fingerprints, no nothing, not even in the crime scene. There was no footprints, there was nothing. I was not a part of anything.
So, that must be very, very horrible. I can just imagine being arrested for a crime that you have not committed, and you spent 5 years in jail for a crime that you have not committed. That must be very, very painful.
It's very, very
How did it change your life?
It changed my life completely. Now, when I came out, I started to try to come back where I was, like looking for students and so on, but I couldn't. When I look for a job, they usually just search your name. When they search my name on Google, they just find me, murder suspect. That's how I didn't even find any job. Till now, I didn't find any job. I'm still living with my mother. I don't know how to even survive. I'm just surviving by sweeping people's houses, cleaning people's background house places, and that's how I'm getting $10 and $20 just to buy bread and to even give my mother something. There's no way I can survive.
But since you were acquitted from the case, was there any option for you probably to, because there was no, I don't think there was justice on your side. Human being also being arrested for a murder case that you have not committed, for a crime that you have not committed.
I tried to, how can I say, sue the case so that they can at least give me something so that I can build my life. But they acquitted me on 2015. And then the state prosecutor went back to Supreme Court. And then she made a date and called me back. And Supreme Court said, no, I must come back and stand trial to tell my own story. And then I was going again, the same case, and the suing stopped. In 2017, they released me. And when they released me, I started to try to make up, to sue again. And then they told me, no, you are supposed to sue in 1 year's time. So you are supposed to sue when you were released 2015, not now 2017. And I told them, now how can I sue while I'm still going to court for the case? You are supposed to sue the case when it's done. So when I did that, they told me no, the case was done already in 2015. And I asked them, if the case is done on 2015, why was I still going to court while this case is done? And on 2017, when they released me, I tried to come and make up to sue, but they say no, I'm too late. I can't do anything, and so on. So that even broke me down. There was nothing I can do.
Okay. Yes. So the person that told you that you cannot sue the state or people that are responsible for putting you behind the bars, who are they, or which office is that?
I cannot recall the officers that caught me, who took me to jail, and I cannot even recall the person's name who told me that, but it was at the office, how can I say, Karatura Court, just opposite. There is a white building where you can go and look for lawyers and so on. That's where you start to sue. So I was at that building and I was told that I'm too late. I'm not supposed to sue now. I was supposed to sue 2015.
But they took away your life.
They took away my life. They took away my talent. They took away everything.
The time that you spend in jail, you're never gonna get it back.
I will never gonna get it back. All those time, I'm never gonna get it back. I even collected some documents. The first time that they caught me, they put it on the newspaper. That was the biggest mistake. Everybody saw me and decided, no, he's a murderer, he's a killer, he's a rapist. And then they write things that didn't even happen. Even the newspaper make up their own stories and start to write things there. And I even collected every time my mother came, she collect. Yes, even the woman, Melody, that was murdered with one of her friends. Even the story here, they are making up their own stories. I collected everything. I put it here. Yes, even the time when I was in jail, when they caught me, every year I was in newspapers. Here was the time when they acquitted me, and this was my lawyer. And then even when they acquitted me, the case even went on. It didn't stop. The case even went on. I was in court for several times. I was in court. Here's the guy who did it. And this is when the guy was sentenced to jail.
31 years.
31 years. And here are the two dates where they released me. This was 2015 and this is 2017. I even showed them. Now how am I supposed to, when I was released here, I sued the case. But they didn't want, because I was called back to stand trial. And I stand trial until 2017. And when it's 2017, I started to sue, and then they told me, no, I was supposed to sue this time. Now, how can I sue while I'm still going every day to court? So there was nothing I can do. I was even looking for a lawyer, but they say, no, I have to get a lawyer, but I have to take out money out of my pocket to get a lawyer. No, where must I get the money? So I just give up and just live my life.
Sure.
Till this day. Nothing. Still struggling, still hustling. I cannot even go back to music. Everybody is just looking at me with the same image. No, look at that guy. If I even stand, I'm just hearing whispers behind my back. No, it was that guy who raped and murdered that girl. He was the lucky one who was taken out of the case. But I was not the lucky one. I was the innocent one. Even God see it. Even the judge see it. Everybody saw it. That's why I was released. It's not because I'm lucky. It's because I was innocent that I was released.
So that thing is like even a name tag. That's how
yes, my name is even Daddy. My name is even Daddy.
I think justice here is not justice.
Just searching my name on Google, you just find me already there. So how will I supposed to go on with my future now? If it is like that, how will I supposed to go on? I look for a job, I didn't get any job. How will I go on? Still living under my mother's yard. Don't even have money to buy for me shoes. I'm asking t-shirts at people, trousers at people, so that I can even wash myself. So we have to go around and go and ask at people water just to drink and just to make food or just to wash yourself. It's tough, my brother.
It must be tough. But all these things were brought to you because of
one person.
A murder that you have never committed. And it was proven that you didn't commit the murder, but still that thing is like a name tag. It's on you.
It's on
wherever
me.
You go.
Wherever I go, everywhere I go, it's just the same. I'm even scared to walk around because the girl which were killed, I don't know if she has bigger brothers and so on. Maybe if I went that side and somebody see me and then say, yeah, this is the guy who killed my sister, they will even kill me. I don't know, or beat me up or do something to me. That's why I'm even scared to walk around. I have to stay at home like, it's like I'm still in the prison while I'm outside. I'm still in the prison while I'm outside. I can't do anything. I can draw, I can paint, I can dance, I can sing, I can do all those stuff. But now, those stuff doesn't even mean anything. There is even a form that Stanley Marega gave me to prove that I was the best dancer in his crew. But this form doesn't even mean anything. If I go to people and say, no, I'm a dancer and so on, and then they look at my face because they know it was like 4 years that my face was in the newspaper every day, front page, even second page, my face was there everywhere. Imagine. Everybody's just seeing you as a murderer, a rapist. Where will your future be? That's why I'm still in the location, still just doing the same thing. Now, if that didn't happen, imagine where I was supposed to be. I was supposed to have a car now. I will have my own my own house. I don't think I will be staying at my mother's house. I will have money as now. But what happened? They take my whole future and make it as a, how can I say, I don't even have the words for it. Now I'm struggling.
So, but how was prison?
Prison was tough. There's no way you can say prison is good, because I stayed like 2 years in Karotura station, and then they take me to the correctional facility where they call it Echo, and then I was there at Echo. In Echo, I spent like 2 years also there, and then they released me.
The numbers that we are hearing.
The numbers, yeah, there are numbers, but I was like in the holding cells. I was not in the prison itself, but I could hear from the other people how it's like to be in the prison. There in the big jails where the guys were wearing green, but now they are wearing orange. By that time, when I was in jail, they were wearing green. There were like numbers like 20, 26, you start from 26, 27, 28. You have to have money from 26, and then from 27 you have to murder somebody to be at 27, and then you have to be raped to be at 28.
So in this game that actually put you in the case, your friend that got arrested, the one that committed the crime. Now, is he still in jail, or is he maybe out on parole? Or
No. He's still in jail because he was given 31 years. So if you count from 2017, he's now maybe 8 or 9 years. So imagine 8 or 9 years. How many years is still left? 22 or 23 years is still left for him to go. So he has to do his time.
Do you go visit him?
Why should I visit somebody who wants to take me to a big prison? That guy wanted to dig a hole and put me inside there and bury me alive. Why should I go and visit somebody like that? But with time, with God's assistance, I forgive him and I'm moving on. But forgiving is forgiving, but forgetting is hard.
You can forgive him, but you will never get what you have lost also.
I will never even get what I lost. I will never even forget the experience that I get in the prison. And it was my first time in prison. I never went to prison. It was my first time. Imagine that. How could I rape somebody which I was even helping to learn how to dance and so on, and even break me down when I heard what it was her which was killed and murdered and raped even. I didn't believe it. I even cried in prison. I don't even know how many times I cried. I even asked God, why me? But I didn't even get an answer.
Sure.
I don't even know what to do with myself now.
So, is this a problem of justice? Because
no, there was no justice there.
Yeah, there is no justice.
There was no justice there.
Does this not reflect to probably a weak justice system that is very slow? Because how can you stay, an innocent person can stay in jail for more than 5 years? In other countries, man, where there's a lot of crimes and the population is high, the case will finish even within a year. But this one will take 5 years, 6 years before.
They took
even
long.
If you are innocent.
They took long. You see, they even took us to the doctor took some samples from the mouth and even urine and so on. At that time, they saw that there is no DNA on me. And there was not even scratch marks or anything on me. Then that time they were already supposed to release me and say, no, we didn't find any evidence on him. And that was only a year. But they keep quiet and hold me till the person came on the stage and stand and asked by the judge, now what evidence was there that you kept for the guy to be inside the jail? And then they said, we didn't find any evidence against the guy. That's where the judge even asked her, no, can you repeat what you say? And say, no, we didn't find any evidence against the guy. Any evidence, no evidence that's proven him that he was in the case. That's why the judge just said, no, this guy didn't do anything. That's why my lawyer came up with what is it? It's a section that they call section, what was it? Section something, let me check here. Section 174. Section 174, it means if there is no evidence against the person, he must be released immediately. That's how I was acquitted. And when I was acquitted, the prosecutor, the state's prosecutor, didn't even accept it. She was obsessed of me being guilty. She was saying no, he has to be guilty. That's why she went to Supreme Court to call me back on the case. And then she went to Supreme Court. I got a form when I was at home that say no, you have to go to Supreme Court at which day. I went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court say no, you have to go and stand trial and then say your part of your story. And I did that. After that, they even find me not guilty. No, what was the use of calling me back while I'm still innocent at the end of the day? And that damaged me.
So, what will you say to the person that said you were there when he was committing the crime?
All I have to say for him is that what he did was wrong. He didn't even apologize. If he's supposed to apologize, I wouldn't understand, but he didn't even apologize. So all I will say to him is, what you did was wrong. You killed an innocent person for no reason. So what the state gives you for 31 years, that's on you. So may God bless you and may God forgive you for what you did. So I won't hold any grudges against him. So may he success and may he one day come out and see the sun. Innocent person is an innocent person. Do not do something and then regret it and call an innocent person and say you were with him and you did that with him while you know you did it alone. Also with the other people, even the people also, if you did a crime and you did it alone, face your crime alone. Don't call people which were not there. These Namibian police officers, if I come into your business place and I took something, call the police officers, and then the police officers come and grab me. And I say, no, I was not alone. I was with the guy which is staying here. They will believe me and go and arrest that guy and take him with me without no investigations of anything. Now these officers, they just arrest you, put you in jail if you're innocent, and then you leave you. Now what about the time that you spend in jail?
And everything you're losing.
Maybe people are thinking, no, he's just lying in jail, he's eating, he's fine, he doesn't even have any problems. It's not like that. When you go in jail, it's like you are going in a concrete jungle where there are only males. They see you for entertainment. They will ask you money. If you don't have, they will beat you. They will make you a slave, make you wash toilets. So it's not nice. Every day you are struggling there. Every day you are beating there. Every day you are crying there.
Dimitri, I want to thank you for coming on this podcast and just share your story. I know a lot of people will be watching this story. It's going to be very interesting. And I just want to thank you, man, for coming here. Because I know there are a lot of people out there that have gone through what you are going. Or probably even by now, there is somebody who's in jail for a crime that he or she have not committed. So thank you, sir. So viewers, please, this is Dimitri. For anybody that you heard this story, he came here to give his side of the story, and not just this newspaper, this mainstream media things that we have been receiving. This is the story from the horse's mouth. You heard what he said, and you can see he's struggling even just to get a job because of the case that he was even acquitted from. He still that case is still stuck with him,
It's like I'm still in the prison outside.
Yeah, so if you have a job and you want to assist the brother, please, you can call. I'll put his number on the...
I don't have a phone even.
Okay, I'll put my number on the screen if you have something to... Yes, if you have something and you want to help Master Dimitri, please, you can call me, or you can call, or you can come to Vambo location and just look for him. Yeah, man, if there is any lawyer out there that probably think there is a case that, or there is something that Master Dimitri can do or could do, please just hit me up. So, what can I say?
Someone that is the town, or what can I say? Unless they care, so they say, you can secretly law sue.